Hi there. Thanks for staying with us here on Prime On, and it's time for us to get into our next conversation. Don't forget, Nathaniel will be coming back tomorrow again to bring us some more updates in the world of sports. But right about now, though, you know, Mondays we talk about women doing amazing things here on Women in Business here on the segment. And, well, Shola is here.
Am I only here because I'm a woman?
Well, there's another woman.
I mean...
There's another woman there.
Thank you. And then there's a gentleman.
And there are men.
Yeah. We have the men.
So behind every successful woman,
there's a man. Okay.
So we are the men supporting the successful women.
Yeah.
Interesting things. But good morning to all of you.
Very good morning.
Shola,
yeah,
they are visitors.
I know, yes. And I know when it comes to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, especially in Ghana here, I'm not saying that women are not put in this category or women are not really interested, but most often, especially with me, I can use myself as an example. Growing up, I was not a fan of science, and it's because probably my teachers made me not want to do it, you know. So this brings me to my question. Why STEM, and why are we introducing STEM amongst girls? Is it that they do not understand or they are not getting it? So why are we introducing STEM to ladies? But before that, let's introduce our people because, I mean, they're here. So I know we have Catherine amongst us, we have Francis and Benita. Yes.
Benita.
Yes, Benita. So the question to what I was saying. So why are we introducing STEM amongst girls? And why are we focusing only on the ladies?
Well,
anybody can answer, actually.
I think girls need more encouragement to do the science and the maths, and they see the boys doing it and think, oh, I don't have to do this, but it's a really interesting thing to do, and they will enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a very good thing to do.
Okay. Now, Francis, you are here with us.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, you have first-hand information because you're in Ghana. You see girls' involvement in STEM. So I bring the question back again. Why are we introducing, especially in Ghana here, why are we doing that for the ladies?
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
We are going into this with our friends from the UK because, like she said, girls need encouragement. Because in our setup as Ghanaians, in most cases, we drive them. If you go to certain areas, they are almost always in the kitchen.
Yes.
So we want to prove to them that if you are a girl, it's not always for you to be in the kitchen, but rather you can put up yourself there and then challenge yourself to do something in engineering, mathematics, science, and become a better person, a problem solver in a community. Yeah.
All right. But that brings me to UK. Before you come in, why Ghana? And what was the whole initiative? What brought you together? What brought this mindset together? And you said, okay, let's come to Ghana and then introduce this.
Yeah, we were thinking about doing some activity, STEM activity. And one of our colleagues, she's from Ghana. So she said, like, we'll do it in our country. So we want you guys to encourage girls in Ghana. Okay. So that's why we choose,
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I'm excited. Look at all the women sitting over here, and they all have something to do with engineering.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, I mean, walk us through the process of becoming who you are right now, mechanical engineering. Was it what you wanted to be, or it was just that, you didn't have a choice, and you decided to be mechanical engineering?
I always enjoyed maths.
Oh.
I enjoyed maths.
You're one of the few
that
people
that could never be me,
who enjoy maths.
Well, people think maths is a scary thing.
It is.
And, it doesn't have to be. You know, if you practice enough, then you get used to it. And yes, I enjoyed it. I'm one of the strange people, but I studied science at school, and then I got frightened, and I chose to do a psychology degree instead of doing engineering, which is really what I was cut out for.
Yeah.
And it's only when I got a bit older I went back and studied again, and then I really enjoy it. It's such a rewarding thing to do, and. You know, I get to test aircraft seats. And and do the crash testing with them.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know you were dealing with aircraft now. That's a lot. Pranita, what's your story like?
Yeah, same thing. I was really interested in maths
Okay.
from the childhood. Even my mom used to be this maths topper, so I used to like maths. So yeah, I was thinking like what to take. Like when after my secondary, I was really worried. Like I don't know what to take because that age you don't know where to go, which part to go. One of my cousins said, yeah, you can go for engineering. So I choose engineering. So I worked in India for 5-6 years. Then I worked in US. Now I'm working with Kathy as a aerospace engineer. So I design seats, first class seats of aircraft. Sorry.
Wow.
That's okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're probably the one that would see most of your works in the aircraft and you'll be like,
yes.
yeah, I did this.
Thank you.
Yeah, but is it fulfilling? I mean, to see that because I mean, seats in there, you said first class, people are relaxing. How do you feel when you see your work come to life?
Yeah, it's you feel proud when you see that. Yeah, especially now when my family goes and when they see, yeah, I saw your company name, then I feel really proud. Yeah, doing something great, making your parents proud is something great thing.
Yeah.
Francis, is it difficult making women or young girls who want to get into spaces like this understand that we've got into a space where it is open for every woman to be who they want to be? Is it difficult convincing them now? After STEM being in the system for a while now?
It is not difficult.
Okay.
You can't use assumption in teaching. So our partners here are just going to do it more of practical.
Okay.
We just assemble the items on the table, then the kids be around it, and then put this here, you get this. That one makes understanding of the concept very easy, rather than just assuming and then pushing them to memorize and write. We believe that practical orientation is the game. So it is not difficult at all. Yeah.
I see that. So, I know this is a whole journey. It didn't start by just someone sitting down and saying, oh, let's start this. I mean, it's a whole journey. A lot of people behind the scenes making this work because, I mean, as you said, this is not just theory. It's practical.
Yes.
So I want you to talk about the journey so far, how, from starting this initiative into the number of people that have helped, those behind the scenes, the initiatives and the projects you've put together to get here. So you can go into
All right. We are from Santa Maria School.
Okay.
That is Tema Community 25. And our partners are from the UK. Saffron, that's where they work in the UK.
Okay.
About 4 or 5 years ago, we started this robotics and Pearson Edesel curriculum. And then we introduced Chinese. But we also thought that if you want to drive the kids and then holistically train them to be some people that will be fit in the future, that is 5-10 years, they will need practical orientation in STEM. So we partnered these people, our friends from the UK. They also accepted to join us so that we can go through the journey together. Okay. So it didn't start yesterday. It's something that we built from 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
And we want our kids to develop more interest in it. That is why we have brought them on board.
We did a lot of volunteering events back in UK to raise the money to come over here and do something for kids. And yeah, from 2 years we worked, and few of our colleagues helped us to raise money and everything.
Here now, yes. But I want to know, but who are in the STEM, the Ghana team? Can you run us through? You have a team, right, here in Ghana. So let's use this opportunity to acknowledge them as well. So who make up the team here in Ghana?
The main team is Santa Maria School.
Okay.
That is the whole school coming together to run the project. It's not like an individual or something.
Okay.
And in the school, we want all of them, but now we are targeting grade 4
Okay.
through to grade 9.
Okay.
Both male and female.
Female.
We want to put everyone together, but it's not like an individual specific people.
right?
Yeah.
But what has been the how have people taken this, their approach, and how are people reacting to it? Are they excited?
From the beginning, it was a little bit difficult, but we put them together, oriented them, and now the ground is leveled. The ground is leveled.
It's leveled now.
Yes, the ground is level.
Yeah.
And the other side too, how is it? Let's talk about the UK. How is it seen over there? How are the team over there also, making this possible?
There's a group of 6 of us that have been working to raise the money to come here. So, there's Sri Devi and Bhagyashri, and
Grace.
we've got Grace here with us as well.
Yeah, Punita and Kathy.
Panita.
Yeah.
Who have I forgotten?
No, you did it.
I did it.
Okay. So in the next three years, are we planning to take this out of just one school to a number of schools in Ghana?
Yeah,
Because trust me, I know that there are a lot of women and
Yeah,
ladies who
in
would
other-
love, yes, in other schools, who would also love to participate in this project. So do we have plans for spreading it to other schools?
I think it's early days yet, but
Okay.
this is the first time we've
Right.
tried
So
this.
depending on
but
how this goes.
Yeah.
It would be very nice to come back again.
Hopefully we get you back in Ghana,
Yeah.
because I know, as I said, that there are so many of the young ladies like me. If I were 15 again, I would definitely be part, because I mean now we look at STEM and I ask myself, wow, these things are really very possible. For me, when I was 15, or looking back when I was 15 and 14, these looked very far away to me. You had to understand. I only had to learn because okay, I have to write exams. But now seeing that there are young people like who get to live the reality and say, okay, I can be an engineer. I'm a lady, but I can walk into a room and be a data analyst.
Yeah.
It's beautiful to see. So I think this initiative is amazing.
Yeah.
And I hope that you come back to Ghana and then this time it's spread in other schools.
Francis, let's look at the other side of it. I understand, this is very practical.
Yes.
It's not like you just say it to the person and then it goes away. There are a lot of that is involved in this in terms of funding. How are we looking at it? Yes, there are people coming on board and all of that, but to make it stronger, how are we looking at it? And how has it been previously in terms of funding?
Now, the school, Santa Maria, is taking care of all the costs associated with it.
Oh, so all the
Then our
robotics and
partners
everything.
are also supporting.
Okay.
Yes, they are also supporting. The thing is, we don't want to rush it, but we want the best. So we want to fund it now and then take the project to the student. They are our focus. We want to take it to the student if they accept it. Now, most of our learners, a year or two, are in the STEM schools that the government provided for the people. Some of them will go there without knowing what they are going to do. So this will give them a fair idea as to what course they should choose and all that. So it's the case that we are thinking about now. So we are okay taking care of the cost. Maybe if it becomes necessary for us to look for sponsorship next time, we'll try that. But if you are out there and you also want to come on board to support us, you are welcome. Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to know from the ladies, I mean, you prepared before coming. So the funding in the UK, how were we able to fund? What were some of the things you had to do to get the funds to come to Ghana for this project?
Well, we did cake sales and we did a fun day for children and raised money. It was all mostly within the company. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did lot of activities in
Yeah.
I see. So it was
the lot of activity in the office to raise money.
Activities you created
You
yourselves in
created
the
it,
office
Yeah.
just to raise the money.
Raise the money. We did like kids at office and some during Christmas time we did we baked Kathy baked a lot of cake and everything.
Yeah, we did a darts competition and...
Kathy, I'll be waiting for my cake because I've heard you say I've had cake twice. I'll be waiting for my personal cake. But I think this is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. So I want to know, like, what is the future of STEM? What is the future of STEM, especially for women, for girls in Africa especially?
Well, I mean, I hope that we can encourage girls just to take on technology and engineering and maths and increase the number of ladies who are actually working as engineers in the future. I think once there's more than a couple of ladies working in the office, it feels more comfortable, and I think it'll gain momentum. When you're the only person, then you have to be quite brave. But the men are very helpful. They support us as well, and the chief executive officer for the company is a lady. So, you know, when you've got that support from the top, it helps. And just the girls need to get there first. They need to get into the roles and make their way. And I just remembered who I forgot from the team, and that's Sono, who is the lady from Ghana. She actually moved to a different company, which is why she couldn't come with us. She had to start a new job. But her mum's been looking after us, and and she's very inspirational as well. You know, she worked hard and she got her engineering degree and her PhD, and I must mention Sono.
That's exciting. Now, Peter, let me find out how do you go through your process of engineering some of the things that you put out there? Do you sometimes have to pass it on to some male friends to, as it were, you look at it for you? I understand, and I know Burna Boy's sister is into Range Rovers.
Yes.
She designs most of their interior and all of that. And sometimes she talks about how the men around her office, you know, when she's coming out with the brilliant ideas and putting all, you know, that she puts into it, how they feel about it and all of that. Do you have male friends around? When you design, they look at you and they're like, you're trying to beat us. Why doing so much?
No, actually, all the men there in the office, they're really helpful. They're supportive. Anything you go up, like, they're there to help. Yeah.
They don't feel like you're the one taking the lead.
No.
And all of
I
that.
didn't feel that. Yeah.
Glory.
No, they support actually.
And your boss's boss, Ben, is from Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Oh, that's it.
He's very helpful.
Yeah, head of the mechanical department is from Nigeria. And all are really helpful. I didn't feel anything,
Right.
Only girls should little take initiative to just go ahead. All are there to push you up when you take a step.
Yay.
So we've not been bad after all.
At all. Well, I know that you've been here, you've met the students, both the males and the females, but I want to know the success stories. Are any of the children making impacts, especially the girls? Have you met any peculiar story or one that's making very good impacts that you want to share with us?
Well, we're going to meet the children tomorrow.
Oh, so you're
we
going to
haven't
meet
met
them.
them yet.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Yeah.
But what are you hoping for when you meet them?
I'm hoping that they have fun. I think that's the most important thing, because then they'll enjoy the subject.
Because those subjects are, I mean, I'll be frank about it, they're too serious.
Yeah, very serious.
They're too serious with the topic.
Serious, yeah.
So I
Well,
like
I
the
know-
fact that they have to have fun.
I know that. I know you do not agree, but I think also it is how it is presented here. So here, sometimes it's made to look extremely serious. You cannot even laugh about certain things in there. You know, it's not a joke. Yes, they're telling you science is about A, B, and C, and you cannot do C, D, and E. You know, so that's why it looks serious to us. So to know that you want people to have fun learning mathematics and science. Once again, I wish I was 15 to be able to be seated in this class, because I would have loved to be able to do math and be happy about it. I did math cry most of the time.
Oh.
Yes, so
A lot of people do, actually.
yeah. So I mean, I just really like that you want people to have fun.
Yeah, I think sometimes it needs a little bit more explanation for that child so that they don't cry. Yeah, we don't want children to be crying.
But KMJ, you agree with me that teachers play a big role in whether a student will like a subject or not. I mean, the onus lays on the students to learn and write and pass your exams on your own. But also, I think the teachers will encourage you, because if the teachers don't, you will not be moved to learn.
Yeah.
So that brings me to you, Francis. How are you helping the children, or what new approach have we inculcated into the STEM that will make students want to sit and say, oh, I'm ready, I'm pumped to learn science and technology and mathematics, engineering?
Yeah, thank you. I'll pick it from what she said. Learning is fun, and from the aspect they are coming from, it should be practical. So as a school, we've provided a fully furnished computer laboratory. That's, you will get one student and one computer.
Okay.
We have 24/7 internet access. That's anytime, any assignment given, you can go and then handle it. So we will just provide the materials, bring them around. Like you said, you don't have to present it for it to look so serious that will push the child away from it. Those days, when you go to the school and there's a maths class, sometimes you run away from the classroom. Because of the nature of the maths teacher, the nature of the science teacher, we even push you away. But this time, it's going to be fun and then practical and practical. So we believe that at the end of the journey, by Friday, they will love it. They will love it.
And how long is this going to take? Well, how long are we looking at doing this?
Now, we are beginning tomorrow, God willing, and ending on Friday.
Okay.
But from time to time, they will come in to pick it up from where they ended so that they get to the level we want them to get.
Yeah. And we mostly base all of these things here in the urban areas, here in Accra, Marcy and all that. Are we looking at maybe expanding, in the near future, going into the rural areas, and how are we intending to do that?
Oh, okay. With this project, it is our school inviting them to come and support, and really they are here. So if you want to get to the rural areas, let's handle this and see the way forward and see how to go.
Because eventually that's what we want to be looking at. I don't know about your stories out there.
Yeah.
How do we go about this, so we make sure that we're not just doing it in the city, but we're reaching out to rural areas, or those who are underprivileged to also get to experience this.
In the UK, it tends to be inner city areas that are underprivileged. The villages are seen as quite nice places to live, so the property is expensive. And we were talking about this yesterday, that the houses in the villages are expensive houses, and it's...
The case is different here.
Yeah. But in the inner cities, the government tends to give money towards projects to encourage the children. So it maybe needs to be the other way around.
But you and Punitha have seen everything. I mean, you have this week to see the students. I'm hoping, my question is, are we going back with reports or with reports to our bosses so we can come back again, and this time it wouldn't be one school, like he said, so we can spread it to other parts of Ghana, like especially the rural areas? Do we have plans of doing that?
Well, I'd hope that our bosses will be impressed by what we've done and maybe give us some more help. They've donated pencils that we've brought with us. Quite a few boxes of pencils. But they didn't fund us at this time particularly. So. I think we'd need to look into proper funding sources and
Maybe
do
once we have done this successfully, then we can approach
have
many people there, and we can.
I see. But sometimes you are working with, as you said, her school. What was the criteria? What did you look at before saying, okay, we'll come all the way from UK to Ghana to join the school? I know they invited, but obviously if they weren't worth it, you wouldn't be here. So what are some of the things you looked at specifically to say, okay, this is a good project, let's get into it?
Yeah, as I said, my colleague is Sonu. Like she's from Ghana.
Okay.
She said when we were looking to do some activities, so she said this is the best thing. So if you inspire kids in Ghana, so that will be really helpful. So that's what she said I can do for my country. So so I was discussing with Kathy. We can do something in India as well. I'm from India, so I was telling Kathy next project we can do in India as well.
Beautiful.
Just to inspire kids, to make them to come forward and do engineering.
Yeah.
I think the bottom line will be still the issue of funding.
Yes.
I mean, if there's a lot of funding,
Yeah.
I mean,
You can
doing
reach
this
out.
in various
Yeah,
places,
yeah,
even
yeah.
at the same time,
Yeah.
will not be a problem. And that's what I want to be finding out again. I mean, in terms of funding, do we have a certain way that we can look at that in the next 5 years or so, we'll be able to, get as much as we can. And if there are individuals who want to support, like you're here already, so you go and come back again, how do
Yeah.
they also come on board to support it?
I think we need to look into applying to specific funding bodies. I did look at a website where they help charities to find funders and different sponsors, and they'll alert you to who might sponsor you. I mean, we're not registered as a charity or anything at the moment.
Okay.
We're just a little group of people, and I mean that would be a step we would have to take at some point if we were trying to get a lot of money.
Right.
Yeah.
But there are lots of people who have, who are watching. There are
Yeah.
so many people who are tuned in right now, and I know that they are very interested and they will want to fund because, as I said, I'm sure people are sitting now saying they wish it was their schools as well. So if individuals watching us right now want to help with the funding, how can they do that? And how can they reach out to you?
Maybe Kathy. Yeah. They can reach us.
How you're throwing it to Kathy.
So that Catherine doesn't end up
Yes.
doing baking cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how can they reach out to you individually?
We don't have a website or anything.
Oh.
It would just be a private email or something. That,
Yeah.
or
Maybe
maybe
emailing.
via the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they should
So
pass it through the school.
yeah.
All right. All right. So that means you'd have to leave your mail with us or a number that people can reach out to. Would you like to leave that with us?
A number will do.
All right. So please, the number.
And that is 0243 37 4848.
Okay. Please again.
Yeah, 0243 37 4848. Yeah.
Right.
Francis, earlier you spoke about government doing, their bit, and what you're also doing right now. How are we going to integrate this into the government's, STEM that they have created, so that we know that we have that link between them? If government decides that, okay, we want to even make this school or a certain particular school STEM school, then we know that there are people like you who are having incredible people like these coming in to support as well.
Yeah, so we have to go all out this time.
Yeah.
This is the first time. We have to go all out and get it done. If it becomes successful, and whoever wants to come on board is welcome to support us.
But have we had conversations with government agencies already?
Not
Regards-
yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. Not
Okay, but we'll get there.
yet. Yeah. We are almost there.
But we already have math and science going on in SHS. So we have the math and science quiz amongst the people or students who are in the senior high schools. And, Professor Kaufman is one of the people who heads this initiative. Do we have plans of seeing her or working with her? Because in the long run, I think she would love this initiative. So do we have plans of, working with her?
Yeah,
Or once again, it boils down to how good this goes.
No. We have plans, a very big, the vision is very big.
Okay.
Like you mentioned,
Yeah.
we wanted to get to a time that maybe our place will be chosen as a STEM area for the whole country. It is very big. So from time to time, we roll it up bit by bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, if you just joined us over here on the show, this is Women in Business, and we're looking at girls in STEM education. Now, we've got two of our sisters from the UK who are here, and the purpose over here is very simple. They're here to change the lives of many young girls out there who have interest in doing STEM, and you know, it has to do with science, it has to do with technology, it has to do with maths and all of that. And the fact that people don't have so much interest when it comes to that area, but they're giving them reasons to be a part of it. And Francis has been explaining to us how his school, he's the headmaster of the school, and he's been explaining how the school, you know, got in touch with these people and eventually had this collaboration that we're all seeing over here. And I think it is one of the beautiful things that we want to be seeing more, especially with the issue of girls, young girls who want to venture into these areas. And so we're excited about it, I'm sure by now. But Francis, let me find out about your school and how these young ladies that are part of this movement actually said. Do you have the feedback when they go and tell their parents what they've been able to achieve or what the future looks like for them? Did they come to tell you? Or the parents are like, I know, say this one. They say you should do it, so just do. Oh, sorry, you didn't hear that. You don't take it anywhere. Okay, no. I understand.
We get feedback all the time.
Okay.
When from ours is a basic school, when they move to SHS, we follow up with their results, and it is reflecting. Some of them are doing well wherever they are. The science and math schools nationwide, if they are out there, you see their performances. The parents, they write to us, they call us, they message us. So it is doing good.
So there's proof of
there's proof.
we having some good
it is tangible now.
results from these people. Okay.
Yeah, but I want to know, like, why did the school decide to? Is it that you had realized that, oh, there are young ladies in the school who are very interested in STEM? So what made the school get up to say, okay, we're putting this together? Because I know that if the students weren't willing, it wouldn't get there. So is it that you saw that there are a lot of young ones in there who have like a very bright future in STEM, and that's why this initiative started in the long run?
Yes, we are of the view that learning should move from those days that do you understand, then you respond, yes, sir, no, sir, and those areas. So after looking at our system, the children that we have, we thought that there are a lot of things that they can do, although it's a basic school that they run basic courses. But if you begin giving them that orientation, it will help them to change the career path, give them a very nice career path. That is also one thing that we want to do. Because we can attest to the fact that STEM or engineering pays. Technology also pays very well.
Exactly.
Yes, and we don't want...
Even more so now, with the issue of AI and all of that, a lot of attention has been shifted into that area. So yes, it does play a very important role.
It pays very well. So we don't want our learners to be left aside. Because Ghana now, the world now, will not be the same in the next 5-10 years. So if you don't prepare them towards that future, they will be left aside.
Well,
so that is our focus.
I had their curriculum, or when it comes to their the things they learn in school, it's been modified to include more of the science and then the technology. Would you say that's also helpful as well?
Very helpful, very helpful. But this collaboration will take it a bit higher.
Okay, all right. I'm excited about it. As I said, I think this is a very good initiative for young girls to, be able to. I know the gentlemen are part, but most of the time it's the ladies who are not interested. That's the truth. So I'm happy that this is there, and I like that you said it will elevate. Even though it's there, there's been a little tweak or a few tweaks to the curriculum. This will take it very far. So yeah, KMJ is looking good already.
Yes, and Grace is joining us. Grace is also a mechanical engineer. She's a trainee, and she's also joining us here on the show. Grace, let's talk about available training seminars, experiences that these young girls can actually take up? If they're not going through the school or they're not doing so, where can they be getting some of these things? At least just to even prepare their minds.
Yeah. Being that I'm based in the UK, I can specifically only come from that angle. So in the UK, there are lots of training opportunities. Like you can go into an apprenticeship scheme where the government actually funds your degree and you're getting like an on-the-job training and until you qualify as an engineer, that's an option. Or you can decide to go through the traditional route of completing a full-time education in the university and getting your degree. But yeah, so those are the options that I know about in the UK. So yeah. Yeah.
But in general, the conversation about STEM, what do you make of that? I'm sure you've studied a bit also what happens here in Ghana as well.
Yeah. So, the aim, the reason why we're here in Ghana is just to stimulate young children, because I know specifically science, maths is usually like the scary subject when you're in school. So we're here to sort of like show them and tell our story, our journey, and be able to let them know that if we can do it, you can do it as well. It's not impossible. It's science, maths is not a subject to run away from. And we've got lots of activities planned for the children in Santa Maria School to be able to engage them, stimulate their thought process into what engineers do and all that. And we're looking forward to doing that, for the rest of the week.
When you see these young ladies, I want to put them that way, and what they want to achieve, some of the things they tell you, if they want to be involved in these, STEM thing. How do you feel? And they tell you they want to be engineers, they want to be that, they want to be that.
That's very encouraging, because at the end of the day, the world, we need more, more of engineers. We can see that the world is a fast-paced, changing world. So constantly technology is evolving, things are changing. And if at the school age, if we don't have enough children directing their career path in that, in that direction, in the science, technology direction, we might not. So that's going to be a big, for the future. So we're trying to make sure that we do our bits, what we can do within our capacity to sort of make sure we're encouraging and, spreading the word that there are people who are doing it. It's not anything scary at all. So that's why we're here.
The world really is evolving, and our approach to education is also evolving a lot. But yes, before we let you go, let's take in 30 seconds, please tell us if there's anything you want to add. So let me start with Catherine. Let's take your final words.
I would just say engineering and maths and these technology subjects, they can be really fun. And you can have a really rewarding career, and it pays well. It's a good thing to do.
Yep, I like that part.
It pays well. All right, Francis.
Yeah, we at Santa Maria School, Tema County 25, we have a forward-looking approach. So if you are listening to us out there and you are looking for a place to send your kids, I think you are not far away from. You can just reach us. Now, I think a year ago we introduced Chinese. We ran the the GES curriculum and the PS NDSL curriculum at the same time. We do boarding and then day for, So wherever you are, you can reach us, and then you just prepare your kids so that the kids will fit well in the future ahead.
Right.
Awesome.
Benita?
Yeah, I can say all the best for all the kids.
Yeah.
Study well and you can change the world.
Okay. And Grace?
Yeah, so what I really want to put out there is that this is not the end of this. We would like an opportunity to do more of this in other parts of the world, like Panita said, maybe in India next, or even if it's Ghana, but we need funding, because this project, a lot of it has been funded between us, and we've also done some activities to raise funds back in the UK. So if there's anyone watching out there who would like us to continue what we're doing, or would like maybe any school watching us in Ghana, and they would like us to also come and, participate and do this activity with their school, we would appreciate your financial support. So please reach out to us. We don't have an official website yet, but we're happy to leave our email on the screen somewhere.
That'd be good.
I'm right.
That'd be good.
thank you.
I think that
Thank you.
we need to stop Catherine
From making cakes. No, I want to taste the cake first.
Oh, the lovely.
After I taste the cake, you can stop. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyway, but I mean, I've loved the conversation. I think that this is positive. It's very progressive as well, and it's something that we all have to be looking at, you know, moving forward. I think that, like Grace said, the world is becoming something else right now. You don't want to be losing out. You want to make sure that you also have the representation that you need to see over there, especially women.
Yeah.
And so we're excited that you have come to do this. We hope that it becomes very successful so that you can go and come back. So we do it again, and I'm excited about it.
Again and again and again.
Yeah, really excited about this.
Yeah, we just want to shout out as well to the rest of the
Yeah,
team
sure.
who's been working behind the scenes. And that's Sridevi, Sono, thank you so much. Bagashri, we appreciate all your efforts. You know, this is just half of us here in Ghana, and there's been, a lot of work that's been put into this. So thank you, ladies.
Awesome. All right, so that's what it is. And Panitha came through, mechanical design engineer. Catherine Gregory is here with us, mechanical certification engineer. And Francis is the headmaster for Santa Maria, and he also joined us this morning over here. Grace also joined us as well. And we'd like to say thank you to all of you. And when next I take any flight, I'll be looking out for your designs. Yeah, awesome stuff.